give to Davis. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Might as well give it to him again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Williams will pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. That's caught. It's Washington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Little. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Thanks to grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The Canes will hustle to the line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Going with the ground game left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Gonna run it. It's Webster. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when...
Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense as soon as he catches the football.
Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Breaks the tackle. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Sends it back in motion. These corners going to give them some space. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They go to the draw. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner goes down. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Williams will pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He's now got 78 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Let's go. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Scrambling away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Fired in from the red zone for the score. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Here comes the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll go to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback adapting. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll ride Davis here. Still running at the 40. Oh, he got loose. Lots of running room. He's at the 10, and he's themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
He might want another play. Williams looking for a man. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know what.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The give to Davis. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've gotten the job done with the running attack. A top 10 showdown, a win at this point in the season, really bolsters your playoff resume.
The committee has been impressed with their ability to run the football. That's why they were the higher-ranked team this late in the year coming into this one, and they proved the committee.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.